Ephesians 6:12 tells us that we don't wrestle with flesh and blood, but we wrestle with principalities, dark forces, and evil which reside in the heavenly realms. Now, this is very important, and I don't think that verse has been given the light that it needs in today's society. What does it mean that we don't wrestle with flesh and blood, but we wrestle with those dark enemy forces? Well, that has to go into our thinking and the traps that the enemy or the devil will lay upon us or set before us for us to walk into. Now, how does he get to us? He gets to us with the negative emotional energies, okay? Anger, jealousy, envy, greed. Those are all the emotional forces, frequencies, if you will, of the enemy, okay? So when we get a negative thought that comes into our head, somebody does us wrong, you know, things just aren't going our way constantly, and we dwell on that, and we let it go past our neck and enter into our heart, that's when the devil really gets a hold of us and puts those shackles on us, right? And then all of a sudden, he gets to play with us and toy us and do the things he wants to us, which is really all that is just keeping us in that state of mind and making it worse. We dwell on it. We constantly think about it. Therefore, we attract more of that into us, okay? So what do we have to do? Well, in my life coaching practice, in a video I put out earlier this morning, talked about the success circle and how we have to block those negative thoughts out the moment they come in, the absolute moment they come in. Don't give any consideration to any negative thought. You want to block it out. Just change the channel in your mind and start thinking about your goals, your dreams, and your visions, the positive ones, the ones you want to achieve, and put yourself emotionally into that state, okay? So if it's the state of victory, drop yourself into that feeling, okay? And then just go about your day. Next negative thought comes in, do the same thing. And if you're focusing on one goal, which you should be, which is your main goal, then, or the first thing you need to do in order to get to another bigger goal, then constantly focus on that one thing, okay? So negative thought comes in, block it out. Replace it with the thought of victory, the emotion, the feelingness, the happiness, the joy. You know, hey, when you won an award, you know, in school, when a boss ever congratulated you in front of the rest of the staff, you know, these things, hold on, those kind of feelings are the positive feelings, and that will stop the enemy's works. So moving forward today, I just want you to know that every day we wake up, every single day, it's been said that we pass every night and that we are born again every morning, okay? You really gotta think about that. Let go of everything the night before. If you gotta apologize, and you should apologize every night for everything you've done wrong, everything you've said, those little things that, you know, maybe you shouldn't cut that guy off on the road, right? I know I was in a hurry. I was gonna be late. I cut people off. I was weaving in and out of traffic, ruining everybody else's day. And then I still got to work, and I showed up late. Well, hey, just say you're sorry. Hey, Lord, I apologize. I'm going to try to do better today or tomorrow. And then, you know, hit the sack, right? Wake up the next morning. Thank God for the opportunity to see another day. And then go about your day knowing that you've already been forgiven for everything you've done wrong the day before. And don't think about it again. Remember, in the Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, he says that human is the only species on the planet that punishes himself or themselves 1,000 times for one single infraction, and that's sad. That is the work of the devil. That is the work of our enemy. And put a stop to it, okay? Know you're meant for more. Know who you are, and be a shining light, and always improve. Even if it's a 0.5%, 1% a day, always strive to do a little bit better, okay? Love you. We'll talk to you soon.